Hey guys, it's Cauliflower. Welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't said that in quite some time, but here we are today. And why are we here today after such a long hiatus, you're probably asking? Well, I figured today would be a great day since it's very gloomy outside and it's actually snowing here in New York. I mean, not a lot, but enough to just persuade me to do a get ready with me with you guys, because it's been a long time and I need somebody to talk to. So today we're just going to put on, well, I'm going to put on some makeup. You guys can put on some makeup too if you feel compelled to. I know we're not going anywhere per se, but it's always nice to feel like you have somewhere to go or somebody to talk to about where you're not going. But anyway, we are going to get into it right now. I'm going to be using some products that I've been using when I put makeup on, and some products that I have not used as of yet, that I have not introduced because, well, let's put it this way, I haven't been filming. So yeah, we're going to get into it right now after this cute little Christmas intro thing. Hit it. Right, so to the right of me, I have all of my products that I'm going to be using today. And I'm going to do full-blown, like from primer to setting spray. I'm actually really excited about this because it's been a very long time since I've actually sat down and done a video of just putting makeup on my face and just chatting away. So who knows how long this will be. But we're going to get started. I don't know what that was. We're like, we're going to get started. We're going to get started with some primer. Now, this is a primer I don't use. I actually saw one of the old school YouTubers I have always watched, which is Lizzie Whoop Whoop. She used this, and I was like, wow, I have that primer, but I just never ever use it. So this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, the one that all the YouTubers used to rant and rave about, and I have yet to put it on because I'm always late to the game. You guys know this. So we're just going to go in with a pump of it, or I don't know, something like that, because apparently this is very, very grippy. So, and it feels extremely weird. Oh my goodness. You know, when you haven't really put like, I call it unnecessary products for just an everyday face, because for me, primer is not a necessary product. I mostly do my skincare, my serums, my moisturizer, and then maybe I'll put on my tinted kind of like foundation, but not really foundation, that I got off of Amazon. I think I showed it to you guys months and months ago, but I'll put a picture of it here. And that's all I've been using as far as foundation, and this other one that I'm going to be using in this video, which is Makiage. Yes, I know. Yes, I did get it off of Instagram, because let's be serious here. Who hasn't been doing that? Who
Yes! Yes!
hasn't been lured into the shopping of Instagram, because they just get you with that. And since now Instagram has turned into a shopping site instead of just about, you know, pictures and stuff, it's like, yeah. So I bit the bullet. I paid the $52 for this. I actually kept it because I really did like it. So honestly, why not? You know what? There's only so many times I splurge on a foundation, and that's when I really do like it or enjoy it. So I do like this one a lot. The color is in Woke Up Like This. I wish. I wish. But I'm going to go ahead and do a pump or two. Of course, I don't have my foundation brushes, so I'm just going to use this Wet n Wild. Actually, I normally use a sponge that I got off of Amazon around the time that, you know, a certain YouTuber was doing a blending brush or blending sponge. I got this off of Amazon, so that's what I normally use, but today we're going to go with the Wet n Wild because it's right here. So as you can see, I really I think the color's a little light for me, but I actually like this because once it's on a little bit, it actually makes your skin look like your skin. It doesn't look like you have foundation on it. It doesn't cake up. It doesn't, it doesn't do all those annoying things that foundation can do sometimes, especially when you're really not looking to put on makeup. You're just looking to look halfway decent or halfway normal anymore. So that's why I really do like this. And it goes on, I was going to say it blends, but it does go on very nicely and it does blend in very decently. And normally this is what I would stop at because I really don't. But for the video, the sake of the video, we're going to go in with another pump and just, do it up today. So what have I been up to since all of this hiatus, stuff, quarantining and all that stuff? Well, I have gone back to work, and I kind of space out at how much I go back to work because I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's a shit show. It's a shit show out there. It's a shit show for my kid in school. It's a shit show for me because we have had now a couple of different instances where that thing, that 19 thing has affected us. And I'm somebody that's not there every single day, and that's by choice, not because, it's just the way things are right now. And it's really upsetting and it's very sad to see that, people that take extra precautionary measures are still contracting this because other people don't seem to care or seem to listen. So that's what we've been dealing with. And it's been kind of stressful, especially this past week, where my boss thought he might have it, which of course would affect everybody if that was the case. But thankfully, he does not. But it's still kind of just, threw a wrench in everything. All right, we're going to move on to concealer. This is something I don't normally use, but I got this in a BoxyCharm and I was like, so what? We'll pull out the bougie stuff. This is the Too Faced, of course, Born This Way, the multi-use sculpting concealer, not the other concealer that's in the little skinny thing, which I also have too, but thought the bigger one would be fun to use. So as far as my daughter's school is concerned, we have the same issues where here's one day where she's there and 4 or 5 days where she's not. Because unfortunately, again, we've had a spike over there as well. We've had staff, we've had transportation issues, and I just threw that right on my line. And then, students. So again, it's been very, very stressful as far as all of this is concerned. And, it's very concerning when you're trying to keep yourself, your family, just, healthy. We have Julia's dad, who is a essential worker, has been working since all this has been going on. And also her grandmother, who's a nurse, who's also been working since this has been going on. She's not on the front lines, but she does work, among patients and things of that nature. And myself, where I work with children. So, we all have a lot of things to think about, not just ourselves, but of course, like affecting other people. And we're trying to keep as safe and as healthy as possible. So we're doing the best we can. But of course, it's been extremely, extremely stressful on everybody. And these days, I just try to find the positive in everything, because if I don't, I'm going to make myself another mental wreck. And I've done that already. So let's move on. I'm weird. I like to actually, in the middle, before I go on to powders and things of that nature, I like to do the setting spray thing, or kind of just give myself a little mist. So I'm going to go in with Laura Geller's Spackle Mist, which I really like. And this is Restore. And it's made of coconut water. It says Prime, Set, Refresh. So it's good to use in between, after, before, tomorrow. It doesn't matter. All right. I don't use a setting powder. I know that sounds foreign to a lot of you, but I go right in and I have been boring because I haven't changed my bronzer in months, and I've loved this from Colourpop. This is the Coconut Beach for so long. I mean, come on. I mean, you could tell I've loved it. I'm almost hitting pan on it. So I'm just going to take this e.l.f. fluffy brush, and I don't know what's wrong with my throat. It must be every time I say, oh, I'm going to film, it's like my voice goes, nah, I don't think so. Let's see. What else is going on? Well, if you guys pay attention to my Instagram, which I don't know if you do or not, but I will put my Instagram handle here. I have been posting updates about a certain person who has been on this weight loss and also getting healthy journey. And when I say getting healthy, I don't just mean like, you know, not eating certain things, although it does have that as well. Of course, I stopped eating sugar. I stopped eating carbs for the most part. I do eat some carbs, but healthy carbs. What I'm trying to say is I've gone on the keto diet, and I've been on it now for a better part of seven and a half months. And when I tell you that it was probably the best thing that I've ever done for myself thus far, it is the best thing I've ever done for myself thus far. Since last year, my last physical, I weighed in at 147, which we will take into account clothing because they never make you strip down when they, you know, do the whole weighing thing. So I was at 147, and I was just not in a good place mentally as it was, and I wasn't in a good place as far as like physically. And most of the time, I consider myself a good eater, a healthy eater, or I thought I was a healthy eater. But the things that you find out along the way when you're starting something new, which of course I started this probably around the time COVID started, about the beginning of April, end of April, around there. And I have been on this journey ever since. And luckily, I found a great community as well. There's a bunch of YouTubers that I watch that I thoroughly love to death. I will definitely link them below. There is Nicole Burgess, there is Southern Christy, there's Daniela Diaries, there is Thomas DeLauer, there's Flav City. There's so many of them. And every single one of those people I mentioned had an impact on me to keep me going, to keep me feeling like I'm doing something good for myself for once. And since the last physical I had a few weeks ago, I came in at that point at 132, which again, consider 3 pounds, that they keep your clothes on. Currently, right now, I'm at 127. So when you think about it, when I started this whole journey, it was 144. I only wanted to get to 130. And the fact that I have lost about 15 pounds now, it's almost maybe 16, is miraculous in a short span of time. But it's not just the weight that I've lost. It's also the muscle I've gained. It's also the fact that I feel healthier. I sleep better. I don't get as much anxiety as I used to. You all know that I suffer from anxiety disorder, depression disorder. I've had, let's not even go down the mental route of what I've had. But physically, I couldn't ask for more, and I don't want to get sentimental on you guys, but that's one thing that I'm very happy and proud that I could do for myself and make myself feel like a human being again. But on top of that, make myself better than I've been before. So with all of that being said, we're going to continue on with some blush, which I'm using something new because, again, I'm boring. And the one that I've been using for months and months is by Note, and this is number 05 Desert Rose. Not the Sting song, but the color. And I love this. I use it all the time. But I'm boring, and I figured I'm going to try something new. And I got this about a month ago in a Shop Monsieur haul. This is Innocent Mauve. I don't know why I just said it like that. Mauve. Mauve, actually, is what I meant to say. From Amuse Cosmetics. It's a Shop Monsieur. Just $1. cosmetic, and I have not tried this yet. So yes, we are using the same brush that I used for the bronzer because we're just fancy that way. And it's pretty. It kind of looks like the other blush I own. I don't know. The pickup on this, the fallout on this is obviously there, but the color payoff is certainly very pretty. It looks very, like I just been out there in the cold and the snow and digging through and all of that stuff, which no, I'm not a winter person. You know, it's funny. I have discovered so much more about myself this year than ever. So in the summer, I became the official pool person where I was by the pool so much that I basically was the one that maintained it most of the time. Then when fall started to hit, because of Julia's dad being at work all the time, he usually does the yard work. So then I started doing that and I became the official leaf person. So now it's like I'm looking outside. I'm like, no, I'm done. I've been done since November. That's when all of our leaves were finally cleared the hell out of here, was in November. And I'm done. I literally am done. I am not going to be a snow person. I am not a winter person. Although once again, because of my diet and because of keto, I actually went on a walk the other day in this cold weather. It's like 38, 40 degrees. And there I am all bundled up like walking around. And I felt really good about it. I don't know who this person is, but I really like her. All right. Now that we've done the base of the face, or ace of base, however you want to look into it, I'm going to go in with this. This is a very strange thing that I do, but I do like it. So I got this Dior Backstage. It is a primer. It's a glowing primer. But what I do is before I put on highlight, I actually will put on a couple of drops of this and I will substitute it sometimes just as a highlight. But today I'm just going to put it down above my cheeks and then I'm probably going to go in with an actual highlight. I just kind of like that glowy, dewy kind of look. And I know, like, you know, these words are just so surpassed at this point as far as beauty community stuff. It's like glowy, dewy. Nobody says these things anymore. Nobody says these things anymore. And so I just like it for a different reason. I'm not like, you know, your typical, let's use this for what it's supposed to be for. So that's what I use this for. And I like giving myself a little extra just bling. Is that better? Is that better, kids? And I know I'm doing all this before I even do my eyebrows, but who cares? There's no real, like, you know, method to my madness. I just do what I do. All right. As far as highlight, we're going to go with the Revlon Skin Lights, which again, boring. I've been using this for months. This is number 202 in Twilight Gleam. It is very blingy. It kind of reminds me of the Amuse by Anastasia, which I never really cared for. But this one I do care for, and we're just going to go right where we put that Dior. And you see, it gives it just a little bit more, less of that like from the sky Mars type of look and more like, oh, look, that's really pretty. It looks like she's kind of glowing, and that's what I'm going for here. So what else? Oh, as far as, I don't even know if I should go down this road, but have I been watching YouTube and have I been keeping up with my compadres? And then when I say that, I'm talking about just people that I used to watch in the beauty community. I don't even know anymore. I honestly, like, outside of recently, which I just started watching Jessica Braun again and a little bit of Lizzie. And, you know, I will go back to my friend Nikki's channel every now and again. I don't really watch beauty channels anymore. Like, I find myself either watching keto, you know, videos about, you know, food and products and things of that nature, or exercise, or I find myself, yes, I am still watching the drama channels, because I will be honest with you, there's a couple of new drama channels that I really do like, or actually newbies to the drama community, and I find them so hysterical that it doesn't even seem like drama to me anymore. Although it's always the same players, it's always the same people that are always, involved in some kind of stupidity. I can name them, on one hand, the same people, the James Charles, the Jeffree Star, the Shane Dawson, the Tana Monjo, whatever her stupid name is. And then there's the TikTokers, which the only reason I even know who they are is because they've somehow sauntered over into YouTube drama. But yeah, I still do occasionally. I have actually cut myself off of watching YouTube every single day like I used to, because I felt like, well, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a content creator, so I should keep up with everything. That only just added to my stress. That only added to my stress. It added to my anxiety. It wasn't a good place to be. And unfortunately, I was also in a community, you guys know the story, that was not good for me at all. So 2020, as crappy as it's been, there's been a lot of heavy lifting, and a lot of it has to do with my social media. It has to do with people that I chose to kick out. And yeah, so I limit myself with how much drama I have been consuming until until I have seen certain people that I really enjoy. There's Adam McIntyre. I have really fell in love with Peter Mon this year more than ever. He's got 6 different channels. I love his review channel, and I still watch his drama channel. And I know he's got a book channel. He's got a vlogging channel. I mean, I just love him. I love his demeanor. I love the way he comes off. He cheers me up more than he depresses me. It's not the same like it used to be, where it was the same stories regurgitated over and over again. I find him funny. He brings, a little bit more upbeat to the table, which I do love about him. And there's a couple more that I've been watching, but let's get back to the makeup. So I guess I will do my eyebrows, because I just, I'm talking so much that I'm forgetting about my eyebrows. This I got at Marshall's. This is the Brow Contour Pro from Benefit. It's supposed to be a ombre type of a filler. I have no clue, because if you see this here, these little buttons, if you push them down, they'll come up these different colors, which is cool. But when you actually go to use it, there's this weird plastic around it, and it feels like it shouldn't be there, but for the life of me, it doesn't come off. So I'm not very sure. But when you do use this, and I tried, I think you can, yeah, here you go. You can twist it to come up. When I've used this, I'll just give you guys a demonstration. It kind of just flakes off, and it looks like it's putting way too much product on. Like of course, now I'm going to sound like a liar, because right now it just, gave me some decent color. But normally when I first started using this thing, I was like, what is this? All right. But now that I started using it, and I'm just, talking about it so much, I'm just going to go in with it. It's fine. Benefit's got amazing brow products, but this, I don't even know what possessed me. I saw it at Marshall's. I was like, ooh, Benefit. And I picked it up, and we struggle with it because I don't know what the hell it's doing, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel like a pencil, and it doesn't feel like a pomade. It's kind of like a powder. I really can't tell, but like if you just do, like swatch it on your finger, it feels like a pencil. But right now I'm just going with it because I started doing it anyway. So yeah. So who else have I been watching as far as like drama channel? Oh, all right. I hate admitting this. I still will catch Dustin Daly every now and again. I do like him. I have unsubscribed from Rich Lux. I can't do it anymore. I've unsubscribed from so many people now, it's not even funny. Every now and again, I will check out Dustin Daly because I kind of like him. I think he's decent in what he does. I don't think he's too messy sometimes. Oh, Tea Time. I love them. Mocha and Nikki. I love those two. I think they're funny. I think Nikki is completely, so intelligent the way he talks. Mocha's just a doll. I love her. And she's very sweet. And you know what? Them too. They've been through it, on their channel and things of that nature with some people that I won't mention that I know how they can be. But yeah. just, like I said, I don't really stick to watching these people too much. I do it every now and again. Here we go. Have I stuck to watching, the Jeffree Star, not so much on YouTube. I do follow Jeffree on Instagram. I tell you guys, when you stop taking this stuff seriously, when you stop looking into everything they've ever done, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, the things that Jeffree has done in the past is not something that he should be absolved about, especially when he ignored like a good portion of stuff, especially this year. Same goes for Shane Dawson. I have a lot of disappointment when it comes to Shane Dawson. I currently am still a little bit like not liking certain things that he's been doing. And at the same time, I kind of feel like, is anyone ever going to be happy with any of these people? No matter what they do, no one's going to be happy about it. Whether they both come back and they both say, we fucked up and we did this, that, and the other thing. I don't think anyone's going to be happy about it, to be honest with you. And I have to wipe my nose. Sorry about that. I actually am talking and I feel like my nose just dripping as I'm talking. Anyway, I was saying basically, I think no matter what these guys do, no matter, how they put forth their content from this point on, somebody's going to have an issue with it because of all of the past stuff. And it seems to be the regurgitating thing that has happened within the drama and the beauty community. Well, the beauty community has been doing this for ages. I mean, let's be real here. But I think it's no matter what they do, these two specifically, no one's going to be happy. So I try not to take it as seriously as a lot of people have been doing. I know a lot of the drama channels have been tirelessly updating us about, Shane Dawson and him coming back and him, going on Ryland's podcast and this, that, and the other thing. And for me, I go about how I feel about things, and I will agree with some of what the drama channels have been saying. I'm not a fan of the fact that here's Shane out of nowhere on Ryland's podcast, and again, it puts you in a very bad position because here they are talking about a kitten that they had for a week that just passed away. And you feel like, first off, you're questioning. And then second off, you're feeling like, oh no, just one more thing this year, 2020 hasn't been enough of a shit show. So I don't want to get too deep into it because then this will become a completely different video. But yeah, it's just all too much. So you can't take everything too seriously. That's why I try not to. Anyway, all right, so now we're done with all this. I know, the eyebrows, they're okay. They're a little darker for me than I really would go for. But let's get into eyes. And you guys are not going to believe what I'm going to be using today. As I have stated on my channel, and I have to apologize for the misconception that I made, because I did say in a video I would never, ever use or have on my channel anything from Kylie Jenner. But here we are. This was basically an impulse buy. Ulta was clearancing out a bunch of her palettes, and I was curious, and here we are. So this is the Kylie Jenner Pressed Powder palette. This one is just the purple palette. And I like the colors. I thought they were pretty, and I have yet to use it. I actually lent my daughter it. She used it not that long ago. So I'm going to go in with this. I don't have any set way of how I'm going to do my eyes. I'm just going to keep doing them. So I'm going to start with my Shop Miss AOA, Shop AOA, however you say it. And I guess we'll go in with Stone because, what look doesn't happen with some kind of a neutral color first. Yeah, so what else can I update you guys about? Oh, well, yes. The big elephant in the room is I just had a birthday recently, and I turned a big age. It is a milestone. It is something I was dreading for probably the last 5 years of my life. But it came. It wasn't as disastrous as I thought it was going to be. And I can't even believe that I am just comfortable sitting here explaining that I turned 50. Yeah. So, no, I did. I turned 50. It's still not really anything that I could imagine. When I was a kid, I, looked at my grandmother, who was 55 when I flipped out and thought like, oh my God, she's really old. Like that is what I would put age with. And again, I'm not trying to be ageist or anything of that nature, because there are some people out there that are, in different ages that don't even look it. But yeah, so for a long time, because I do struggle with that, that is one of my stressors, is aging and, trying to keep yourself youthful as much as possible. And me specifically, because I have been a teenager since I could possibly remember. I never really considered myself the age I ever was. And that started in my 30s. I basically just lived as though I was as young as the decade prior, if that makes any sense. So right now I'm going to be living my 40s, because in my 40s I lived my 30s, and you know what I'm trying to say. So anyway, that came and went. It was really nice. I mean, there was, of course, obviously there can't be a big celebration. Not that I would have wanted any of that, because that's just not me. It was just my family. We went out to dinner. I made cake because I'm keto and I don't eat that kind of stuff. So I made my own cake. But it was really nice. It was enjoyable. And it was good to reflect on the fact that I actually made it this far, that I hit this milestone. I didn't crash and burn. And not to bring this to a dark place, but my thought process about maybe less than a year ago was that I was not going to make it and to 50, because it would have been of my own doing, because that's how bad my head was for a while there. And, I, in turn, with everything else that I have changed about my life, I have become a lot more grateful about things. And I think that comes with age, where you see so much happening in the world, and unfortunately you can't control all of it. You can only control a small part of it. And that part of it is that you have to look out for yourself and look how you seem, not just to the world, but to yourself. And I didn't seem like the person I wanted to be, because I always thought I had to be something else in order to please people, because unfortunately, that's the way I was brought up. And so the next, so I'm changing colors. I think I'm going to go in with this turning violet, because it's really pretty color and it's kind of calling my name. So I am just at a point in my life where the small things are, they matter. And the bigger things, they're all around us and I'm aware of them. And there are certain things that you wish would stop happening. But at the same time, you have to find a way to be okay with the way, unfortunately, things are, And hitting 50 was a big deal. It might not seem like an accomplishment to many people, but to me it was. And so it made me feel good that I brought myself through some really shitty times, inclusive of 2020. I've had shitty times before 2020 even hit, and it got, progressively worse. And now it seems like things are just, they're not great, but they're not terrible. And I'm at the point of being just very grateful for what I do have. And a lot of it is that you kind of have to take into consideration that you could be gone tomorrow. The people around you could be gone tomorrow. And there's been so much loss and so much pain and anguish in the world, and, and in our own individual lives for whatever reason, that every day is another gift, and there's a reason that you're here, and there's a reason to go on, and that you're I'm not upset about something, that I can't control. There's a lot of stuff that, I still grapple with, I still struggle with, that I know that, I'm a human being, and it's going to always challenge me, especially when it comes to other people. But at the end of the day, they have to come to their conclusions. They have to come to their their journeys as well. And I am not saying that I can't be a part of that, but I can't force them to do something that they need to do for themselves. And that's been like the consistent with me for years. The gray on this is really pretty, but this wine color I don't really see showing up too much. But anyway, so not to be a philosopher here, because I'm really not. And I'm not somebody that is stating that, all you need to do is figure it out, tomorrow. I'm just saying, take a chance on what you're still given. You're still given another day and another day and another day to make it better. And it doesn't even have to be these astronomical things. It could just be small things. I'm happy with myself when I organize my closet. I'm happy with myself when I make iced tea. I'm happy with myself when I make a decent dinner. These are the things that don't matter normally if you really don't think about it, because we're in such rush lives that we have to get through. But when you really slow it down, you think about it like, wow, I really did a decent job at this, and nothing wrong with congratulating yourself for the little things. Yeah, so I'm going to bring that dark color underneath and give it a little bit of a smoky sensation here. Yes, listen to me, trying to be a beauty guru. Smoky sensation. Yes, cauliflower, whatever you say. So what else? Oh, let's just go there. Why have I taken such a long hiatus from filming? To be very honest with you, there's the thing I still grapple with. Social media. Not because I have any issues or anything of that nature. It's just something that has been a trigger for me. And I pulled back from YouTube, a year ago. I pulled back from YouTube big time. I pulled back from all of my social medias, except Instagram and Snapchat, because those are not really like a big deal to me. And, I don't really have to do much as far as keeping them going. And recently, I just got hacked on my Facebook account, and looks like I'm not getting my Facebook account back because Facebook don't give a crap. And that sucks, because the only reason I even kept Facebook was because of my Messenger and to keep in touch with certain people. But nope, somebody from Tennessee decided to change my password, and I have tried to contact Facebook, try to contact the old email account that my Facebook is attached to, and nobody gives a shit. So it looks like at this point in time, Facebook is no longer. So if you've been looking for my my fan page, it's still there. It's just I can't post to it. I don't know why, but this is just staying there and it's bothering me, and I'm trying to blend this as much as I possibly can. And I know that this is not my, my usual, but yeah. All right. So yeah, I have been just feeling like I don't know what to do, essentially. I started this channel doing coupons and sampling and like budget makeup and going into the beauty community, and then being commentary, and then being reactionary, and then being a hangout host, and then going back to beauty, and then trying to be, I don't know, so many different avid beauty community. And I still like the old get ready with me's the favorites, the, trash, what's in my trash, all that. And people don't seem to engage with those videos. But here I am filming a get ready with me. And commentary, I love commentary. I do like reactions. I love doing the react videos to music that people just discovered, or music I've loved all my life. I've found so many reactionary channels that I got into, that I shared with you guys probably the last times I filmed. And this time, now I'm talking about keto and things of that nature. But anyway, I'm just trying to do things slow. So this is the first attempt I'm making at coming back. If I'm coming back, I don't know. I'm not going to make promises. I'm just going to go with what I feel is good in my gut. And something told me to film today. So anyway, I'm going to go in now, I think with this periwinkle color. Just something to close this out, because I don't know. I think we're going to do like the inner corner thing where I mean, does anybody even do this anymore? The inner corner highlight kind of a thing. I feel like that is so like 2010 where people were just highlighting and, you know, putting inner corner and worrying about inner corner. And now it's like, no. Now you see this color, it's a little bit shimmery. And then you put it on and what is it doing? It's really not doing much. Okay, all right. Well, okay, so maybe we'll try something else. We have this trophy. We can try that. We can try that and see if that does anything. Yeah, it just gives you a little subtle bronzy thing, which is fine. Which is fine. Again, we're not going anywhere. And yeah. This might have been the reason why I said I am not doing Kylie Jenner on my channel. So here it is. Here's my first impressions. Does anybody ever do those anymore, first impressions? I feel like people in the beauty community just have given up. Like they just feel like, you know, oh, well, you know, you got to be on TikTok these days and do hacks and things of that nature to really, you know, interest people. And nobody really does like, you know, first impressions. They just deep, you know, do deep dives into like brands and like find ways to like ridicule them. I don't know. I just, you know, I gone are the days, I guess, of first impressions and what people feel about products. And I guess because so many people have become jaded about like, you know, how things are presented in videos and, you know, sponsorships and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, just purchase makeup or just, you know, whatever, or go back to whatever you have and bring out the first impressions. Like, I don't remember what this felt like, so let's do it again. I don't know. Told you I'm old school. All right, let's go with the lashes. Now I got two. I've got two mascaras here. One that I tried once or twice and I'm just not a big fan of it. It's okay. It's the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. And then this is one of my favorites, the Monsieur Big from Lancome. I'm telling you, when you put this on, you do not need lashes. We're not even doing lashes today because I love this so much. So we're going to go in with the Monsieur. I will show you the difference on this eye with the Monsieur Le Big. Just said the wrong thing. The Monsieur Big, whatever. And then the other side will be the Bambi, L'Oreal Bambi eyes. So, and this, honestly, I am telling you, like instantly, do you see this? Do you see what I mean? Like instantly, it just gives me like that false lash look. And then when I wear this, I do not wear false lashes because look at this. Look at the difference between that and that's just my normal eye. All right, let's go in now with the Bambi. The Bambi eyes. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Again, L'Oreal is great for, look at the brush. The brush on this, it's huge. But, you know, L'Oreal is great for a lot of their mascaras in the past, their Lash Paradise, you know. I mean, oh no, it's Maybelline. Oops. Yeah, it escapes me a lot of the L'Oreal names at the moment. The Mango was pretty decent, you know, and a lot of the other ones, the Carbon one everybody keeps talking about or always used to talk about, it was decent, but look at this. I mean, you could see the lift on this. And this, it's telling you your eyes are going to look like Bambi's, but I don't know about that. No, you could tell. You could tell the difference between the Lancome as opposed to the L'Oreal. So I'm just going to go in and even this up a little bit because it looks a little weird. And I'm going to have to go back on the other side just to give it a little bit more. All right, there you go. And that to me is like, whoa. It looks really, really good. I love the way that it makes my lashes look. Okay, so the final thing would be lips. I have a few products here. Again, I have two ones from Maybelline that I have not used. This is the Lifter Gloss, which I have heard some really great things This has hyaluronic acid in it. I did not know that. I did not know that Maybelline is putting skincare into their lip glosses. But I have that. And then I actually have this from BoxyCharm, which I love the packaging on this. This is from Half Caked. It's called the Game Changer, and it's 3 lip fondants, or fondants, however you want to say that. And there's 3 different colors in here. I actually had a color yesterday on, and I really thought it looked really pretty on me, actually. So here's what they look like. You have like this brick red, which almost looks like my shirt that I'm wearing. This is Bordeaux, and this is the one I put on yesterday briefly, so I don't really want to do that today. This one is, what are you? Low Key, which looks, again, very similar. And then we have this one, which is Theme Song. So I'm not really sure this would work. I'm going to go with Theme Song, and then we're going to try and mix it in with the Lifter Gloss and see how that all works out. All right. And I love the birthday I love this whole like birthday cake kind of like packaging. It's got the little confettis at the top. It's just really, really cute. So we're going to go in with that. With my thin lip. Oh, and she doesn't use lip liner. No, she doesn't. She hasn't learned that lip liner's not her game. It just isn't. Sometimes you just have to accept that you have thinner lips and just live like that. See, it's such a pretty color, like, and you can feel it. And it smells like birthday cake. You can feel it like it's starting to dry down, but it's not doing that like prune thing. It's not sucking all of the moisture right out of your lips immediately. It's a subtle thing, and you can still move them and put them together. So I do like this a lot. All right, let's go in with the Lifter Gloss. Now I have 008 in Stone and 005 in Petal. I think I'm going to go with the, I don't know what happened to my voice there, 005 in Petal, because it's just so pretty. And I like the packaging on this. I do like the packaging. Again, the smelling of cake, frosting, all the things I can't eat. All the things I can't eat anymore. All right, I'm going to do that right on top, right on top. Ah, I like that. Nice and glossy. Glossy, glossy. Uh-huh. Yep. We know. I know. Before anything is said, I know. My lips are thin. That's the way they are, and that's the way they're going to be. It is really pretty. I do like the glossy of it. It's gorgeous. Actually, it feels really nice on the lips. It's not like that sticky or that like gloopy kind of like feel when you put on lip gloss, lipstick, what have you. All right, and to end it all, I'm going to go back with my Laura Geller, her Spackle Mist in Restore, and we're just going to set it all together. All right, that feels amazing. All right, that's it. This is it. This is the finished look. It is not my atypical, I'm not, again, I have not done a full face of makeup. Well, actually that's not true because I did for my birthday, but I haven't really been playing too much with makeup. I kind of just go with what I'm used to and keep it there. But, of course, like I said, you got to go back and you got to relive through some of this stuff and some of the newer stuff that you get. And, you can pull off something like I pull off today. Anyway, guys, I hope that this was a fun get ready with me. I was trying to be as lighthearted as I possibly can with everything that's going on. We all need the distractions. We all need this year to just push forward and get out of the just the crud we've been in, and look forward to a 2021 where hopefully, fingers crossed, things get better. And it may not happen overnight. It may not happen within a month or two, but if you keep the right attitude and just know that, you can only do so much, you do your part and be a good person, and you know what? Good things will come at some point. All right, guys, I will see you very, very soon in another video.